Second win coming in clutch.
Bruh.
Not much defensive cover there on the flank.
Hey, better turn it back.
You should have. You got up off the ground and stole it.
Good use of the ball. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Getting in there to take it away. And he ran well.
These dudes are big.
Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Real chance.
Let's go.
Get to an end.
Teeny tiny. Oh.
What's going on, Pro Clubs fans? This is Lesky, and I'm back with another pro player build for FIFA 22 Pro Clubs. And in today's video, we're going to be going over another CDM build by the name of Joshua Kimmich. I believe I said his first name right. I know in like a video or something, he said the proper way to pronounce his first name. It's not Joshua, like the you would think it would be for like if you're English or you speak English. But it's, I think it's Joshua. I might be butchering that, but I think it's something like that. So I'm going to go with it. So we're going to be covering this Kimmich build. And on my community page, I posted a poll. I think it might have been like a couple weeks ago, possibly, asking you guys what CDM build you would like to see me cover first. It was Conte or Kimmich. I posted that Conte build. So now we're coming on to this Kimmich build. Like I promised, I would cover both anyways, no matter who won the vote. So let's take a look at the height and weight first for this Kimmich build. So as we usually do for these pro player builds for pro clubs, I like to look at their cards on Ultimate Team to kind of compare and make it as close as possible, and then throw a little bit of my own twist on these builds. So Kimmich has two inform cards, his base gold card, and then he has a headliner card, which is his highest rated card. It's 92 rated. So we'll kind of be looking at all those cards and making a mixture of those the best I can. This Kimmich build was pretty difficult to make. You'll see what I'm talking about once we talk about the weight for this build, because CDMs, the weight is kind of strange. I decided to go 119 pounds. I wanted to go in like the 160 range because I believe that's what he actually is in real life, something around here. But once I go back to 119, if you take a look at the pace bar at the bottom left, it goes all the way up to 89, and then if I move it up a little bit to the next weight category, it goes down 4 pace. So when you have some sort of height as a CDM, even 5'10", but even if you go higher, like 6'4", and then if I go to 121, look at that pace drop, 7 pace. So if you go down to 5'10", it's not as much of a pace drop, but it's still a pretty big pace drop. So I decided to go for 119. I kind of wanted to go a little bit more weight, but it just makes the build not as usable and you're a lot slower. And up in these higher divisions, if you're going to be using this build, there's going to be a lot of pacey players that you're going to have to keep up with, especially as a CDM. So you kind of want that pace. So I decided to go for 119 pounds. I know for that Conte build, I don't know what the weight was. I think it was like 200 pounds, maybe a little bit under 200 pounds. But it wasn't as big of a problem when it comes to the pace because he's 5'6". It was a lot shorter of a build. See, when we're 5'6", 119 pounds, if I move it up one weight category, it only loses 2 pace. It's not as much of a pace drop. So like we went to like 170, I don't remember exactly what it was, something around this range. So you don't lose as much pace when you're shorter. I don't know if that's like a bug or they did that on purpose. It's pretty weird. So basically when you're a taller build, like 5'10" or taller, I would say, you almost want to go 119 because any higher you lose a lot of pace. And on Ultimate Team, Kimmich is listed as 5'10", so that's why we went for the 5'10" height. And that's my reasoning behind being 119 pounds for this Kimmich build. So let's move on to the perks. Similar to the Conte build that I posted, one of Kimmich's best attributes is his stamina. So we have the Acrobat archetype, which increases our stamina more on the skill tree, but to even get more than that and kind of get it closer to what he has, like his 89 rated card, his lowest rated card, his gold card on Ultimate Team, has 94 stamina, which is pretty crazy to start out with. We're not going to be able to get close to that. I think with the Acrobat archetype, we're at like 83. So to make up for that and get even more stamina, once that 75th minute hits in the game, you'll get a boost in stamina on your bar. It's very clutch, especially if you're going to be sprinting around, try and tracking all the runs of the pacey players up top and just trying to cover the field as much as possible. Tireless runner is a must-have for this Kimmich CDM build, exactly like that Conte build. And then I believe all these perks are the exact same as that Conte build. I think so. Did we go for physical strength? Let me look that up real quick. Did we have physical strength on that Conte build? I'm interested. Okay, so the only difference is we didn't go for the precision pass on this Conte build, and that's one of the upsides for this Kimmich build compared to the Conte build. We have better passing. The passing ability is a lot better. So we went for precision pass instead of physical strength. On his highest rated card, he only has 71 strength, and his lowest card, he has 68, and I believe we have around like 66, something like that on the skill tree. So I decided to not try and bump it up or even go for the physical strength. So that could be the one downside compared to that Conte build. Even though you're a little bit taller, you might be better in the air for those 50-50 balls on headers. Your strength isn't nearly as good, so that's definitely a downside. But the passing ability is definitely better. His passing on his gold card is 86 passing. He has 87 short pass, 90 long pass, and 85 vision. We couldn't really upgrade the passing ability on the skill tree too much. We have a little bit of skill points there, but we don't have it upgraded a ton. I believe we actually have like 88 long pass, 88 short pass, and then whatever the base vision is. So we have these precision pass and the threaded pass to make up for that even more and improve the passing as much as we possibly can. The precision pass is good for those A passes and X passes on Xbox and X passes and square passes on PlayStation. And then the threaded pass will increase our vision, and it'll be good for the through balls and behind. And both of these perks give you the 5-star weak foot, which is very nice. So you don't have to worry when you're making passes. Other than crosses, you don't have to worry about your weak foot because you'll have a 5-star weak foot. And that's it for the perks on this build. I really wouldn't substitute much out. If you want to take one of the passing perks off and maybe go like distance shooter, we don't really have anything on this shooting part of the skill tree. I know Kimmich has actually made some long shots in his time at Bayern in Germany, so he's really not too bad at taking those long shots, and he has scored some, and he actually can score. He's actually capable of scoring quite a bit of goals, but we just didn't go for any upgrades on the shooting page, as you'll see once we move on to the skill tree. So let's go over there now. As usual, we're going to start on the physical page, and like I said, we didn't go for much strength upgrades. The only one we have is this +2 strength for 1 skill point, and then that's basically because we needed to get this stamina, this +3 stamina for 2 skill points. And like I said, we went for the acrobat archetype, which upgrades our jumping and stamina quite a bit, and then we get a little bit of reactions right here, because on his gold card he has 79 jumping and 68 strength with 89 aggression and 94 stamina. So basically we're just trying to get that stamina closer to what he has, and I believe his highest rated card has 83 jumping, so we're like 1 less than that. So we're pretty good on the jumping, and we're 5'10", so that's another upside. Like I said, compared to that Conte build, you can actually win headers a bit easier because we're taller, and our jumping is actually pretty good. And then, yeah, the strength is just not the best. That's a big downside, I would say, for a CDM build, but it's the most realistic looking at his cards on Ultimate Team because he doesn't have that much strength to start off with. So that's the physical page. Moving to defending, where we have a lot of upgrades. As a CDM build, this is probably one of the most important attributes that you can upgrade. You're going to be doing mostly defense and not going up on offense too much at all. So what we did on this top left side, we just went down to this, the second one and got this defensive awareness. For 3 skill points, both of these things give you +2 interceptions and +4 defensive awareness. We decided to not go for this other defensive awareness, which is good value, but I feel like 90 defensive awareness, 91 interceptions, 90 stand tackling, and 85 slide tackling is solid, and we needed to save a little bit more skill points to add to the passing page, pace, and dribbling, and all that good stuff. So make sure on this right side, you go down to this slide tackle right here, and then you're just going to get this stand tackle first, and then get this other stand tackling and slide tackling. and then get the Guardian archetype, and you're just going to be leaving off these 2 bottom left slots right here. And compared to his highest rated card, his 92 rated headliner card on Ultimate Team, he has 87 interceptions, we have 91. He has 88 defensive awareness, we have 90. He has 88 stand tackle, we have 90. And he has 82 slide tackle, we have 85. So on all those categories, we're actually better than what he has on his highest rated card. It's better that these stats are higher than being lower than his cards on Ultimate Team. So I really just wanted that 90 defensive awareness. It looks nice and it helps a lot. Helps you stay in front of the attackers a lot easier. It kind of locks you onto them a bit easier. And then the 90 stand tackling looks nice. The one thing you could take off is the slide tackling, but the 85 slide tackling plus 4 slide tackling for 3 skill points, I thought looked pretty good. But on his highest rated card, he only has 82 slide tackling, so it would maybe a little bit more accurate if you just wanted to go for the 81. But yeah, since we don't have the ball winner on this build to improve the tackling ability more, I decided to just upgrade the slide tackling a bit. But you could take that off and put these 3 skill points elsewhere. I just don't really know where you would put those. But that's the defensive page. Very solid defensive ability, and you can lock people down quite easily. And then on top of that, we're going to the dribbling page, where similar to the Conte build, I think we went for the Lynx archetype. But this is the one thing that's kind of strange compared to Kimmich's dribbling in game on Ultimate Team. To start with, CDMs just have poor dribbling as a base stat. Like if we take this off right here and even take this off, we have 72 dribbling to start out with. The ball control is a lot better. So we can't really upgrade it that much unless we go for the Maestro, which is just a lot of skill points and we don't have that much spread around. And I think the Lynx is a bit more important. So what we did is get the Lynx right here, get this balance, and then you're going to get this other balance and this dribbling right under it to upgrade it a little bit more, to make it a little bit more respectable. And then you're going to get this other ball control because it's only 1 skill point and it's plus 2 ball control, so you might as well do it. But comparing these stats to his dribbling on his gold card, let's say, he has 84 agility and 84 balance. So he's like the exact same when it comes to balance and agility, which we're not able to get because we're 119 pounds basically. But again, I told you guys, we went for 119 pounds because of the big pace drop. It's kind of hard as a 5'10 CDM to go any higher in weight because you lose a lot of pace. So we're just going to have to settle for more agility than balance, a lot more agility. We have 89 agility and 81 balance, 86 ball control. He has 85 ball control on his card, on his gold card, and then he has 83 dribbling. So his dribbling's a little bit worse than the ball control, but it's not as bad as what we have. We just can't afford to upgrade it anymore. Like the only possible way to upgrade the dribbling would to be to get the Maestro archetype, and that's just too much skill points to spread around. So this is the dribbling page. We really just went for the agility and balance, and it'll help on defense to cut, make you a little bit more elusive, and help you stay in front of the defenders a bit easier. I just wish we could upgrade the dribbling more. It's just not possible. So on to passing, where like I said earlier in the video, we upgraded the passing a bit, and this is the main difference between this build and the Conte build. Lower in strength, but the passing ability is better, so you can get a little assist a little bit more easier, play those through balls in behind. We have both of the passing perks on top of these skill points that we have allocated on this passing page. 5 skill points, but it's very good value. This one's 1 skill point for plus 2 short pass, plus 4 long pass for 2 skill points, and then plus 3 short pass for 2 skill points. So it gets us to an even 88 long pass and 88 short pass with 78 vision. And compared to that gold card, he has 85 vision, 87 short pass, and 90 long pass. So we're pretty close when it comes to the stats for the passing other than the vision. But remember that threaded pass perk actually increases the vision a bit. So that'll maybe make it a little bit closer to what he has. And yeah, that's it for the passing page. To shooting, and then the last one will be pace. We didn't go for anything on the shooting page. I know he has a 4-star weak foot. He has 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. It's just too much skill points it's 8 skill points to get the 4-star weak foot. And when those 2 passing perks already give you a 5-star weak foot with all your passes, there's really no point of going for a 4-star weak foot and wasting the skill points for a CDM build where you're not going to be going forward too much. You're not able with this low dribbling to go up and attack and try and score. There's really no point of wasting skill points on the shooting page. So that's why we didn't go for the 4-star weak foot. And then the last page, which is pace, we have 93 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, which is a lot faster than he has on all of his cards. He only has 70 pace on his gold card, and then we go to his highest rated card, the 92. He has 76 pace. But the thing is, he has a big drop off between acceleration and sprint speed. He has a lot more acceleration on his 92 rated card. He has 84 acceleration and 70 sprint speed. So that's a 14 pace difference right there. So I tried to get pretty similar to that with like having a lot more acceleration than sprint speed. If you want, you could honestly take off both of these sprint speeds and make it even more accurate and then use those 4 skill points elsewhere. But I just think, where would you put those 4 skill points? Really, I just feel like having +4 sprint speed is just going to be more beneficial to the build and make it more of a meta build, especially just more usable, really, not meta necessarily, just more usable, especially for tracking a lot of those pacier, smaller builds that you'll see in pro clubs. So that's why I went for the 93 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. That will do it for this Kimmich build. Let me know if you do try this build out, and if you've used the Conte build also. I would like to hear your opinions on which build you like best and why. So let me know in the comments. And if you could hit that like button on this video to help me out, and hit that subscribe button on my channel. We are getting very close to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the support lately, and I'm going to be trying to pump out more videos as soon as I possibly can. And I think the next build will probably be that Suarez build. I posted that on Rebuild, and the Suarez was the other option for that poll I posted on my community page. So similar to this, I posted that Kimmich build, even though he didn't win the vote. I'm going to be doing the same for that Suarez build, which I actually liked a lot, and I think I even liked more than the Henry build. So stay tuned for that one. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.